Welcome into Aljo Madden here on Picks and Parlays. Today, I'm joined by Dre Rich. We're going to be breaking down this game over in Spain. We got the Washington Commanders taking on the Miami Dolphins. Now, this is an early one, you guys. Get out of bed Sunday morning, grab that coffee. 9:30 Eastern, this one will kick off. Now, the Miami Dolphins, once a pick 'em, now have moved to a 3-point favorite on some books. There's still a couple 2.5s out there, and that total has shot up from a 45.5 now to 47.5. Dre, looking at this one, the Miami Dolphins coming off a big win over the Buffalo Bills. Do you believe in this team after what you saw last week?
I do think that the Dolphins are going to have a string of games the next couple weeks that could save the coach's job. Let's just say that. And that big win over the Bills definitely bought him some more time. But I do think he needs more wins in order to really secure his job for the Dolphins.
I tell you, I don't even understand how he still has a job after how this season started. This team looked a mess before their last couple. I don't know if I can trust them fully here, especially at laying 3. But Dre, is this a situation where you can trust Miami? Because what is Washington? We look at the Washington Commanders. This team is completely struggling. We know without Jaden Daniels out there, they haven't been able to get the points on the board. They've given up those points. They've been beat in what? How many games? 4 games by like over 20 points, right? Like it's been nasty out there.
Yeah, this Commanders team has had too many injuries, and there's a lot more I can tell you about, and I will tell you about later on in this video. But it's not just the Daniels injury. This team has always had a very older roster, and this is what happens to these teams that try to bank on veteran presence to win games. So I can't trust this Commanders team at all. This Dolphins team is younger. They have something to fight for now. You know, they want to keep their coach. Like they've openly had interviews where they want to keep Mike McDaniels as the coach. And in order to do that, you got to win games.
Absolutely. Maybe it's his cool sunglasses. He wears his fashion sense out there because I tell you, I don't know what the players are seeing in his coaching style, but sorry, Mike McDaniels. I'm sure I'm not alone in that sentiment, but you're right. The Miami Dolphins must be feeling good. They've won 2 of their last 3. They have this game over Madrid, then they have a bye, and then they face the New Orleans Saints, the Jets, and the Steelers. So they've got a schedule where they should, and I say should in quotations, be able to get a win over the New Orleans Saints, who did pull off that upset win versus the Carolina Panthers last week. We know the New York Jets are a mess. We'll see. We're recording this here on a Thursday, so we still haven't seen the Jets versus the Patriots. Can't see that being a shocker. I think the Patriots steamroll in that one, but Miami's got to be feeling great. You know, go over to Spain, but Washington, they can't be feeling happy getting on the plane here, Dre. They've lost their last 5. And like I said, those points that they've lost them by, they lost that one game to the Bears, and then they just started to snowball. The Bears' loss was by 1 point, and then 22, 24, 21, and then 22 points. Like that's a combination. You're almost at 100 points that they've lost 5 games by.
Yes, the Commanders need to really revamp their entire team. I think next year you're going to see a totally different unit that comes out for the Washington Commanders team. The Terry McLaurin, that was a waste of money. He's still hurt. They lost Deron Payne, their best D lineman, because he punched a Lions player last week. Mm-hmm. So he's going to be out for this game. Trey Amos, their safety, their best defensive back against the pass, is going to be out this game as well. There's no even way to even think about how the Commanders can win this game.
Yeah, it's a nasty one. We know they've struggled against the run as well. Do you foresee Miami coming out here and just pounding it on the ground?
I do not see them pounding the rock on the ground.
Okay.
They might have more of a chance to do that with Deron Payne being out. I just see them doing their normal tasks, which is throwing the ball. Tua likes to throw the ball. He's throwing over 35 passes a game. he's going to continue to do that here in this game where there's no DBs to really worry about. There's no one scary to even be, frightened to throw the ball against.
Okay, we're going to hear what you're liking best in this game. But before we do, you've been crushing the books, Dre. I want to remind everyone of all the promotions running over on picksandparlays.net. So you guys can get the best packages out there. Now, if you're looking for just football, that Weekend Warrior package, like I keep reminding you guys of, for Saturday and Sunday is such a great deal. You're saving so much. For only $49, you'll get all of the plays from Dre Rich for just that $49 price for Saturday and Sunday. And he's also going to include any plays that he releases in Monday football. And I can't stress it enough. Make sure you do jump on this before the weekend, because as soon as Dre releases those plays, you'll be able to get them. You'll get an email notification that they're posted. Now, there's so much more going on than just football. So the rest of 2025, the deal is still running. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to be running for you guys. So make sure you go over now and grab it. It's just $8.30 a day for the rest of 2025 for Dre Rich's best bets over on picksandparlays.net. So you can't beat that deal, Dre. I know you've got so much up for sale. What can people expect when they come over to Picks and Parlays when they're buying your plays?
You can expect a various amount of sports to bet on, even the ones that you don't really watch. Like no one really watches Eastern soccer or Spanish soccer, but I have those picks available as well as college football, college basketball's in full swing, NBA's in full swing, NFL's nearing its end, but it's still in the thick of it. Hockey's in the beginning of their stages. There's so much to bet on, and even MMA. If you watch UFC, I'm a big UFC fan. There's a lot of picks for that too.
Awesome. So you guys, you can just head on over to picksandparlays.net. No promo code needed. Just click over there on that Weekend Warrior, grab Dre's Weekend Warrior packages as well as that long-term package for the rest of 2025 for $8.30 a day. Dre, we're talking this game over Sunday morning. The Washington Commanders, the Miami Dolphins. Are you getting up early for this one? 9:30 Eastern. Will you be in front of your TV with soccer on as well?
I will be watching soccer, most definitely. I'm thinking about what I want to put on this game. If I can really come to grips on what I want to put onto it, I'll watch it. But it's the Dolphins. I don't like the Dolphins. I'm a Jets fan, so probably not going to watch the Dolphins early in the morning. But yep. We'll see.
Okay, so if people are looking to jump in on this game, where do you think the best place to put your money is?
You're going to have to take the Dolphins -2.5 here. Okay, this is creeping up. It opened up actually at 1.5, and it has gone up since. The Commanders, like I said, they have no Daron Payne. They have no Jaden Daniels. They have no Trey Amos. The Commanders are also allowing the second most receiving yards to wide receivers and 10th most receiving yards to the running back. That's a huge advantage to the Dolphins, who Devon Achane is necessarily a running back, but he's more of a receiving back than anything else. He's got over 150 yards in the last 3 games, to just in the pass game and running game. So the Dolphins have too many ways to win here, and the Commanders aren't going to get any better, especially overseas in a long distance traveling situation. The Dolphins are healthy coming into this game, and coming off of a high blowout from the Buffalo Bills. They should win this game. They should win the next game and the game after that. And there's no reason that Mariota has any right to have any of your belief in him to keep this game close. I think the Dolphins get up big and they win definitively.
Okay, so rolling with the Miami Dolphins, laying the points. You're thinking they win big and convincingly. You know I love those alt lines, Dre. I don't always recommend taking alt lines, but this does feel like one where Miami could blow them out of the water. What are you thinking? How high would you go for a sprinkle?
It's the Dolphins, and I'm not going to take anything more than 6.5. Okay. They might win by a touchdown.
Okay, the Dolphins.
Yeah.
The Dolphins to win this by a tutty, you guys. Well, you guys, all the best in all of your bets. Let us know below this video what you're liking out there in the Sunday morning early game between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. We want to hear it. We want to hear also what you're liking for those touchdown props, any same game parlays you have as well. And to keep this video going, all these free videos here on YouTube, you just have to do a couple of things. You guys hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you know when these videos come out. And remember, if you're looking for Dre's best bets across the football field and all sports, head on over to picksandparlays.net. Dre, thank you so much for joining me here today. Keep crushing the books. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.